Hello and welcome back to Social Studies with Miss Wardell. So today we are in this chapter 20 and we are reading and learning about the Tennessee frontier. Alright, so we talked a lot about Daniel Boone and William Bean. Today we're going to read about life on the frontier. It says settlers went west because there was plenty of plenty of land and it was cheap. Some people were speculators. They would buy land from the American Indians. Then they would encourage settlers to buy it from them at a higher price. Settlers who made the journey west faced many challenges. Frontier life was difficult. Settlers were called pioneers. They crossed the Appalachian Mountains on their horses or on their wagons, and many pioneers used a special kind of wagon that worked well in the mountains. It was called the Conestoga wagon. Some pioneers traveled part of the way by boats on the rivers. Once they arrived at the frontier, they had to set up their new homes. First, they would have to clear the land and trees. Then they would have to build their own cabins. The cabins were small, and many families had one room because you don't really need much bigger, right? I mean, you're all kind of staying together to be warm. And pioneer families also had to grow crops, hunt and trap animals for food, and make their own clothes. Most people did not have cloth to make clothes. They had to make cloth themselves out of things like cotton or animal skin. Pioneers had to make everything they needed. So no wonder that this frontier life was very difficult, incredibly difficult. So down here it says, we want to list 5 things that people who lived on the frontier had to do. Well, they had to, we just read they had to build cabins, because there was nowhere to stay. They had to hunt animals for food. I might even put out beside it, shelter, food. They had to plant crops. That's a food source. It's all about surviving. Remember, they had to make their own clothes. So they had to make their own clothes. And then also, I also even want to put that in order to have cabins and everything and to cross these mountains, they had to cut down trees. So this isn't only for shelter, but they also did it for travel. Right? Alright. Hang on just a second, guys. I'll see you next time.